Welcome to the G.A.B. This is G.A.B.
They should have never gave you platform.
We about to get into the SAF segment. And today, oh, y'all know what I'm about to talk about today. It's a hot topic in the streets. Hot stand up in the streets. Chris Rock, selective outrage. Rage. Yeah. I had to talk about it. Everybody talking about it. Man, you feel me? All right. So, Chris Rock had a new stand-up called Selective Outrage. It came out yesterday. You feel me? And, he was addressing some things. And before I get my spiel on it, let me give you the stats since I'm a stat teacher. Look it. They just fixed it. Oh, this wasn't here earlier. Oh, I don't got to see if they got it on the computer. So, when I was looking earlier, Rotten Tomatoes didn't have a score yet, but now it does. So, IMDb gave it a 7.3 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it 60%. And the people gave it an 88%. I agree with all y'all, so frick y'all. The reason why I agree because, my score, I gave it a 6, you feel me? Chris Rock had some funny ass moments, you feel me? And then some moments was just very dull and very cringy in my opinion, because it's the subject matter he was trying to touch. I'm like, all right, okay. Or some things to say, I'm like, okay, all right. But then he had some funny ass moments, you feel me? And I could see it being 60%, because some people would be like, I ain't really rocking with it too much and stuff like that. But I could see, if you're a Chris Rock fan and you really love Chris Rock, you'll give this a high score because it was funny. He addressed things that you wanted him to address. You know what I mean? Like the Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith shit, which I'm going to address it when he addressed it at the very freaking end of the stand-up. Pretty genius. Great job. But essentially, Chris Rock had his stand-up. He had... the chain was tight too. He had the little Prince chain. I see you, Chris Rock. Okay. But he was just talking about, one of the things he talked about Elon Musk. How, he don't have no more skeet. Because, I guess every day he getting... Walk 3,000. You feel me? Because, I guess the things he produced. Okay, cool. One of the jokes that kind of got some people feathers ruffled was the Michael Jackson R. Kelly joke, because R. Kelly got convicted of that crime, while Michael Jackson, he didn't get convicted of the crime. So he was innocent. So it's conflating those two, and it's really? So I asked some people bro, you gonna use that? All right. And then what some people saying, because these type of jokes is they say that Chris Rock tries to appease to a more white audience. You feel me? And I can't really argue with that. That's motherfuckers' opinions. You feel me? He had another joke where he ratted out his daughter to humble her. Commend you, brother. Yeah, humble your rich daughter. That's what he did. He humbled her because Chris Rock grew up poor. Y'all see everybody hate Chris. You feel me? It was a Bed-Stuy, New York or some shit. Yeah, he grew up poor as hell, but his daughters are grown up rich, so he had to humble her because she did something faulty at school, and Chris Rock was like, yo, kick her out the damn school. I need her out. You know what I mean? He also addressed kind of the transgender identity issues. It was kind of funny, though, because he was he saw a show where the lady was in a relationship with a caterpillar, or identified as a caterpillar. I thought that was hilarious. I'm like, okay, now that's hilarious. You feel me? What else did he talk about? He talked about the main thing was selective outrage. People are selective with their outrage. That was his main point he was trying to get across. You feel me? Another thing he talked about was he talked about, what was the thing? It was something in the beginning. I ain't gonna lie, the first 5-10 minutes was really not funny to me. That's why I can't really remember it. He had some jokes, but it was just kind of whatever. It started to pick up though, and I was like, okay, it's starting to get funny and stuff like that. Okay, I think another thing he talked about was I'm trying. There it goes, the Meghan Markle thing. where he was saying like, Meghan Markle, you not really facing racism. You feel me? Even black people be worrying about the shade of their babies and stuff like that. And you want to know something, Chris Rock? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because I don't have a kid. You feel me? Some of my other homies have kids, but I never hear them ask that sentiment of how brown their baby is going to be. So I'm going to take your word for it. And, hey, man, he was saying, like, Meghan Markle, you ain't really faced no goddamn racism. You got lucky, really. You light-skinned. You got light-skinned luck, basically. I kind of found that funny, too. I was like, all right, bruh. All right. And he was basically saying the royal family is the original gangsters of racism. They the OGs of it. So how do you not expect racism from this family? Which, like, okay, Chris Rock, I get that. That was kind of funny. You feel me? That makes sense. So that was another thing that was another big thing that he talked about in his stand-up where I was like, yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay. You feel me? Then he's touched on one more thing that it was one more freaking thing that he touched on that besides the Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith shit. I'm gonna get to that, but damn, that's what they all talking about is a slap. There's one more thing in the comments. Let me know in the comments below what was the other big thing that Chris Rock talked about in his stand-up, minus the Elon Musk, Meghan Markle, his daughter, the Michael Jackson, R. Kelly thing, and the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett. There was one more thing. I can't think of it right now. But let's hop into the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith thing where, you know, Will Smith slapped the dog shit out of Chris Rock at the Oscars, which will be a year from today, next week, or this Sunday coming up. And yeah, he addressed it. So how he addressed it was basically he was saying that y'all put y'all business out there on the internet that Jada Pinkett Smith was having sexual relations with her son's friend. You feel me? Which nobody ever talks about. Bruh had mental illness also. So I'm gonna leave that nugget right there. But yeah, he was saying that like, yo, it's evidence. She did this. She the one said she had an entanglement and then had y'all business all out there. And you had your business out there too. And everybody was calling you a biatch. From like Charlemagne the God, you feel me? Called him like a bitch and shit like that. To other people was calling him like a bitch because of this. They were calling him out his freaking name. And essentially, Chris Rock was like, yo, bro, like, I'm a fan of you, bro. Like, I liked you and shit. And he was just like, yo, like, these was jokes towards your wife. And I didn't even mention the whole thing. And then he brushed on like how they had beef on the prior Oscars about like, yo, you talking about I should quit my job and not host it, but you're not here. Like, what are you talking about? And then the main thing he also was saying was like, bruh, you're a bigger dude than me. You play Muhammad Ali. You do shows with your shirt off, nigga. You yoked. You feel me and shit like that. And out of everybody that's been calling you a bitch and all this stuff or whatever, at the end of the day, you come and slap the hell out of me. I'm small as hell. He said he played hooky in New Jack City. And yeah, you saw him with straight. That boy was skinny. Skinny man. God damn. Just imagine. Will Smith, Muhammad Ali slapped the hell out of Pookie for New Jack City. God damn. Hey, I kind of commend Chris Rock because he ate that slap. You would think he'll slap the hell out and knock him out. But he was saying that, and it's like, Chris Rock got every reason to be angry. And the last tad bit where I'm like, oh, damn, this looks bad on Will Smith. Chris Rock said that he tried to actually reach out to Will Smith, and Will Smith booed him. If that's true, then it's like, God damn, bro, you looking bad out here, bruh. And then, like, literally Chris Rock was like, you know what I mean? Was like, he basically was angry, like, bro, you slapped basically somebody that probably can't whoop your ass at all. You took that out on me, who was a fan of you and everything like that. And it's like, bro, this is BS. And I agree with all that, you feel me? I found some of that funny. Till the very end in the last goddamn sentence, I was like, Oh, no, not that. And I know some of y'all out there, you dimwits out there, gonna be like, oh, you talking about the thing when he said to raise his parents and turn right? No, I get that. That's fine. He said that his parent, he was raised right by his parents, not to, attack back and stuff like that. You feel me? Shout out to China Arnold and Terry Crews. If you get the joke. Because everybody hate Chris. They were the... No? Stop it? I should stop? Okay. I'll proceed. No, but the very last thing he said, and I was just like, oh, this is freaking cringy, bro, was literally when he said that they taught me not to fight in front of white folks. I hated that line. I'm like, no. Because, like, what it implies to me is that white folks is better than us as black people. Everybody fights, bruh. Everybody fights, Chris. See the double entendre that I did there? Okay. But yeah, everybody fights, and I did not like that line. Like, he could have left that out. He put white people on a pedestal right there, in my opinion. What? Not to fight in front of white people? I wouldn't mind if you said not to fight in front of rich people. Because it's hella rich people in that goddamn audience. It wasn't just only white people, it was black people in there. You feel me? You put white people on a pedestal with that line, and I did not like that line. I did not like that, and that was the very end, and I was just like, bruh, Chris Rock, with that line alone, you lose a point on my Richter scale. Even though you probably don't give a damn about my Richter scale, but you lost a point, brother! You went from a 7.5 to a damn 6 with that line alone. Because that line most definitely made it seem that white people are better than black people. And we get into altercation. We can't fight in front of white folks. You gotta not fight in front of them. We gotta care about what they think. I'm like, oh, man. That line right there was just... But other than that, though, yeah, man, I thought the stand up was pretty solid though. That's why I gave it a 6. Literally, I gave this shit really an 8. But that line right there knocked off 2 points, and I was just like, man, dog, you didn't need to say that. You didn't need to say that. Come on, Chris Rock. Damn it. Golly. But yeah, man, this has been hot in the streets. Everybody talking about it. You feel me? So I had to talk about Chris Rock Selective Outrage on Netflix. You feel me? And look, man, y'all go watch it at your own accord. You feel me? With that being said, like I said, hey, that last line was just, oh god.